guys, Rachybop here and welcome to this week's episode of Ask Rachybop.
For Apple's apps, an iPhone theory, and talk of how your life can change with Siri. Into The Sims, but there's real life too. She loves to answer questions from all of you. Ask Rachybop.
The first question this week comes from Tony Lewis 100 here on YouTube. Do you consider paying £400 for a top hairdo at Tony & Guy or top hairdressing salon if you had the money? No, I don't think so, because what would you get for £400? What could they possibly do for £400? Just a haircut? No. Next question comes from @PhantomOfTheGG on Twitter. What are your initial thoughts on iOS 7 and from a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love your new iPhone 5S? Okay, so my initial thoughts on iOS 7 were not good. You might have seen my iOS 7 videos, not good. I'm kind of getting a bit used to it now, but I still feel like I could have drawn it myself. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 million. I love my new iPhone. The next question comes from QZZ here on YouTube. Who did the black iPhone 5 belong to in that comparison video? So you may have seen some comparison videos that I've done recently with the 5C and the 5. There's also some 5S ones coming up. The iPhone 5 belongs to Ryan. The next question comes from Lollipop here on YouTube. I see the minion on your shelf. Does he come from McDonald's? Yes, I have two, and they both come from McDonald's. The next question comes from Glitter Simmer here on YouTube. What's your favourite colour? Most of you might think it's pink, but actually it's purple. It's always been purple, but really I like the combination of pink, purple and blue together. That would be my favourite colour situation. The next question comes from Kevin Brown here on YouTube. What are the stories behind all the plushies and figures on the bottom shelf? So on this bottom shelf here, I have quite a few toys. This one here, this is my rabbit troll. Don't know if you can see her. Don't really want to move them all, so I'm not gonna. But I don't even remember where I got her. You know Cassie, because I showed her in the last video. You know Big Fat Moo. This is a frog troll. I won that Super Gala in a hooker bag. Then I've got this really awesome little fluffy bunny. This was from Etsy. Ryan bought me that from an Etsy shop. I've got Little Moo there. She's like one of those draw, paint your own figures. I can't remember what they're called. I've got my Grafton Frog. You've seen him on other videos. This was sent to me by a lovely viewer, little pony here. This is Zebri. You've seen him before. Just told you about the minions. Another little troll there that I've had a long time. This is Monkey. A monkey I got before I went travelling on my big travelling trip, and then everywhere I went, well not really everywhere I went, just one place I went, I bought him a t-shirt. They're like the t-shirts that you stick on car windows, but they were just the right size for Monkey. So he's got a New Zealand one because he went there. He also went to America, but I didn't know about the t-shirts then. And I've also got him a Spanish t-shirt as well, but that's a bit big. But anyway, the idea was to layer him with t-shirts everywhere we went, and I've got pictures of him all over New Zealand. He even had a little suitcase, but then I kept forgetting to take him everywhere, so he kind of just stays on the shelf now. Next question comes from Amiga Ninja here on YouTube. Would you get a mansion or $100,000? Probably a mansion, because even if it was naff or I didn't like it, I could sell it and I'd get more than $100,000 surely. The next question comes from Derek Sturgill here on YouTube. How many places have you lived at? Do you move often? I've lived at quite a few places. It depends how you clarify where you've lived at, because I've lived in Hull, I've lived in a few places in Brid, I've lived in Surrey, I lived in New Zealand for about 6 months. I mean, can you class that as living there? I don't know. And America for a month. Depends, whether you mean you have to have rented somewhere or whatever, but it felt, those are the places that I feel that I've lived. Oh, and I also lived in Carnaby when I was growing up, which is quite near to Brid. Oh, and I lived in Atherton for a bit, that's quite near Brid. I've lived quite a few places. I don't really move often, although it sounds like I do. Maybe every few years if you average it over a lifetime. The next question comes from May Not Last here on YouTube. I hear a lot of seagulls in the background. Do you live on a tugboat? Yes. And the final question this week comes from Tristan Carlson. Are you addicted to Candy Crush Saga? What level are you on? And which weather do you like best? Snow, sunshine or rain? I am addicted to Candy Crush Saga. I'm on level 167. I feel like I've achieved to get that far. And I probably like sunshine best. Let me know what level you're on in Candy Crush. If you play, if you despise the game, let me know in the comments. And also ask questions for next week in the comments here on YouTube, over on my Facebook like page, facebook.com/Rachybop off YouTube, and also use the Twitter hashtag AskRachybop. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and enemies, subscribe if you haven't already, that's a bit wonky. Subscribe! And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye!